Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the top 5 best weapons in Advanced Warfare according to Michael Condrey. So yesterday over on Twitter he posted a list of the top 5 best weapons in Advanced Warfare according to their stats and according to KD. So some of these might actually surprise you. I know they surprised me quite a lot, and any of these weapons could be ranging from the original base weapons to elite weapons. So they could be the original weapons, they could be enlisted, professional, or elite, any of these classes. And a lot of these may actually surprise you because you guys are probably thinking that they're all going to be elite weapons, but as a matter of fact they aren't, and that's what surprised me the most. So I'm going to list all of these out for you guys. We're going to start off at the 5th one, and then we're going to work our way up to the 1st. I'm going to tell you guys what changes with each of these weapons, and then I'm also going to give you guys opinion of what I think about this list. But these are the top 5 weapons in Advanced Warfare according to stats and things like that. So coming in at number 5, which surprised me a ton, we have the PiTech loophole, which is a heavy weapon in Advanced Warfare, and it's actually really surprising because not a lot of people, for one thing, use heavy weapons. And then the PiTech loophole, its stats aren't actually that incredible considering that there are a lot of different weapons that have a lot more drastic changes to their stats. So what changes with this weapon is it increases the accuracy by 1, but it decreases the handling by 2 and increases clip size by 2, which is absolutely insane. So increase in accuracy by 1 actually does help out quite a ton with this weapon because this weapon does jump around a little bit. I have it right now and I don't really like it that much, and that's what I find. It may be different for other people, but I find like it jumps around way too much, and I just do not like the stock sight on that. The iron sights are just awful in my opinion. And then that decrease 3 in handling leaves this weapon with a total of 0 handling. Yes, 0 handling. So this gun is awful at hip firing. Like, don't use this at all if you're gonna hip fire. But the 2 increase in clip size is actually insane because this weapon already has a huge clip because it's a heavy weapon, and now with that increase in 2 clip sizes, this weapon will never ever run out of ammo unless you consistently spray with this weapon and you don't stop shooting at all, which not a lot of people do. So coming in at number 4, which is kind of surprising because a lot of people would probably think that this would be closer to number 1, we have the BAL 27 Obsidian Steed with its increase of 2 damage, decrease of 1 accuracy, decrease of 1 fire rate, decrease of 1 handling, and +1 mobility. So a lot of people think that this is the best weapon in the game, but unfortunately it is not. Even though so many people use it, it is just insane at everything that it does. It just blasts through people, but it's not the best weapon according to its stats and according to KD, which is really surprising. So I think that this is actually a good spot for this weapon because I do not have it, unfortunately, but I have used it. I've picked it up off the ground a couple times, and my one friend does have this weapon, so I have tried it. I really like it and I really want it, but I have the BAL Inferno, and I'm okay with the BAL Inferno right now because I like to run around, and I like how the BAL Inferno has the increase of the fire rate, which means it's a really good weapon for running and gunning. And this BAL Obsidian Steed is really good for getting long range kills because it has that 2 up in damage, which means that it kills quicker at long ranges. But then also you can move a little bit quicker with this because it has the +1 mobility. So this one is kind of good where it is, I think, in my opinion, but I'm not really too sure. I haven't really used it that much. So let me know what you guys are thinking about this one. So coming in at number 3, we have the HBR A3 Insanity, which is actually crazy because I've never used this weapon, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and you don't really see that many people using this. Like, it is a pretty rare weapon. But what changes with this? It increases the damage by 2. No, sorry, increases damage by 1. I'm mistaken on that. It increases the fire rate by 2, and then it decreases the handling by 1, and you cannot put any sights on this weapon, which is actually pretty crazy. But the -1 handling as well doesn't really matter, which means that this is a really great weapon all around. With that increase in damage and that increase in fire rate means you're going to be blasting people like crazy. So I think this is a really good spot for this weapon. So the second weapon was a huge shocker. Like, I don't even think this weapon should be here at all because I don't like it at all, but it's the Amelie Heavy, and this weapon, I'm pretty sure this is an enlisted weapon if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is an enlisted weapon, and the things that change with this are it increases damage by 1 and decreases handling by 1. So yeah, that is a pretty big difference considering that handling doesn't really matter too much, and increasing in the damage is actually really beneficial. But I mean, in my opinion, this gun sucks. Like, I never ever use heavy weapons, and people that do like to use heavy weapons, I think this is probably the best heavy weapon by far. But to see it in the number 2 spot of the top 5 best weapons in Advanced Warfare is actually pretty insane. Alright, so now we can move on to the number 1 best weapon in Advanced Warfare according to Michael Condrey. So this is actually an insane surprise as well, but I love this weapon to pieces, although I do not have it, but I love it. I love the ARX 160 hole puncher. It's an insane weapon. It's really good. It increases the damage by 2, but it decreases accuracy by 1 and decreases handling by 1. But still, the ARX is an insanely accurate weapon. Like, this gun is so accurate, and because it's a 3-round burst weapon, it means that its accuracy is even greater because you're shooting, then the gun's going to stop shooting, which means that it's going to go back to where it was before. So like when you start shooting, there's going to be recoil, right? Then the gun's going to go back to where it was before. You're going to shoot again, then the recoil is going to go again, and it's pretty much going to stay in the same spot because you're constantly tapping the fire button, but it has that quick second to be able to put itself back down where it started shooting at, so where you started shooting the weapon at. And then plus that double increase in damage makes it so that it kills people so quickly. The -1 accuracy doesn't really matter too much because this weapon already has an insanely high accuracy, and also like what I just mentioned. So this is the top 5 weapons in Advanced Warfare according to Michael Condrey. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this, because this is absolutely insane. Some of these I would never ever think to see on this list, but they are. That is it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.